Use the table below to answer the following questions. What were the high and low prices for the past 52 weeks? Looking at the table, we can see that the first two columns give us the high and the low for the past 52 weeks. The high, 63.38, and the low, 42.37. If you owned 3,000 shares of Coca-Cola stock last year, what dividend did you receive? We have 3,000 shares, and we can see that the dividends are 72 cents per share. So multiplying by 0.72, we get a total of $2,160 in dividends last year. What is the annual return for dividends alone? We can see that in the yield, that is 1.5%. And how does this compare to a bank offering 0.5%? In this example, the 1.5% is better than the bank. So you would make more off the stocks than a bank paying 0.5% interest. How many shares of Coca-Cola were traded yesterday? We can see that in the volume column. Notice that it's measured in hundreds. So we need to write down this number and then just add 2 zeros. 72032, add those 2 zeros for 7,203,200 shares. Up next, we have what were the high and the low yesterday. We can see that in these two columns. The high, 49.94, the low, 48.33. What was the price at which Coca-Cola shares last traded when the stock exchange closed yesterday? Going back to the table, we can see that they closed at $49.50 per share. What does the value or symbol in the net change column mean? Looking at this column, we can see that it's plus 3 cents. That means it's up 3 cents from yesterday's close. Compute Coca-Cola's annual earnings per share. The formula for that is yesterday's close divided by the PE ratio. So we know the close yesterday was 49.50. Now let's find the PE ratio. Again, going back to the table, we can see that the PE ratio is 37. So we'll divide by 37. This gives us approximately $1.34.